doubt this past year has been pretty rough, but let me ask you something. You feeling a little off, maybe just some brain fog, fatigue, maybe you just can't put your finger on it, but you know something is not right. Well, it's time to get healthy. We have a great year ahead of us, and Dr. Anthony Infantino wants to make sure you have your best year ever. He's with Platinum Wellness with ways he can help you and how. First of all, Dr. Infantino, we're all feeling a little off. How do you help us determine what the problem is?
That's such a great question. People come to see me with all sorts of problems, right? From fatigue and thyroid issues to blood pressure and cholesterol. And I think the biggest challenge is we tend to treat all of those things from a symptom basis, right? So it's like, well, I'll take this medication for this, or this for that, or this for this. But you said something really important. It's like, at the end of the day, it's about getting healthy enough to not have them, right? So I think I'm not telling anybody like stop taking your medications, right? But I think your doctor would agree if you get healthy enough to not have them, that's kind of the key to the whole thing. And most people's bodies who come to me with these symptoms, they're internally out of balance, right? So a liver that's maybe sluggish or a gut that's not working well. These are all things that can do everything from increase fat storage hormones to lower our energy, to increase blood pressure, cholesterol, blood sugar. So ultimately, Terry, it's about just getting to the root of the problem and solving it so the symptoms go away and ultimately you feel better, right? Like that's the key to the whole thing.
Well, you make that sound so easy. I hope it is. So how is it that you do things differently to help your patients?
That's the beauty. This is really, really easy, right? Instead of focusing on, okay, what do I have to do? What kind of crazy diet to lose weight? You focus on, how do I get as healthy as possible? So we use a combination of first sitting down with someone, right? If I sit down with someone after 30 years of doing this and thousands of people, they give me all the clues I really need. They'll tell me little subtle things like, yeah, I don't digest food as well. Yeah, I don't sleep as well. Yeah, my energy's not the same. Okay, so we look into specific areas, we target those, we fix those things. And then a side effect of that is people will lose weight, they'll feel better, they get energized, their skin improves, like all sorts of things happen when you focus on the source of the problem and getting healthy.
Yeah, you know what? And I think that's exactly what Tracy has to say about you. Check it out.
Hi, I'm Tracy. I'm here at Platinum Wellness with Dr. Infantino. I just had to share the great news about my awesome results. I was in this very room 3 months ago, struggling with energy, brain fog, and my weight was higher than it had ever been. I had read a lot of books by a lot of different experts and really didn't have a clear path as to where to go. A friend had recommended Platinum Wellness, and I showed up. I got an appointment the very next day, and a very clear step-by-step plan is illustrated for you, and I had support every step of the way. I struggle, and I have struggled for almost 10 years with Hashimoto's, which is a thyroid autoimmune condition, which makes weight loss very difficult and has a lot of different symptoms. And so it was just wonderful to come in, meet with people that understood and had a plan, and they knew it would work, and it did. Today I'm sitting in this office 21.2 pounds less than when I walked in. I have energy. I work with middle school kids. I'm able to do my job and function and have friends and hike again and enjoy my life. So I can't thank Platinum Wellness enough. Definitely they made a huge difference, and this is just 3 months.
Okay, Tracy's obviously a very happy girl. Is she typical though, Dr. Infantino?
Honestly, she is, right? And look, I don't have a magic wand, but for the person who comes in and I really feel like I can help after sitting down for about an hour and understanding, that's what happens. People will lose weight, they'll drop a pound a day. But with Tracy, she's like, I have brain fog. They diagnosed me with thyroid issues that she'd been working on for years. And again, figure out the source of the problem, get to it. And, it's like, it's not magic, it's amazing.
Just get healthy. Yeah. All right, Dr. Infantino, thank you so much. Here's a special offer for the first 9 callers who call in. You're going to get a free bottle of herbal fat-burning appetite appeasers, a 1-hour consultation, and Dr. Infantino's ebook, all for just $25. That's a $250 value. Call 602-866-8100. Or visit the website sl.platinumwellness.net.
Clothes not fitting well? Do you have areas on your body you're just not happy with? Whether it's tummy rolls, bra fat, or thicker thighs than you want, details on a procedure that can get rid of the fat without any major downtime when Sonoran Living returns. Have you you've been trying everything to get back in shape, but your body just won't tighten up, you might need a little help getting rid of that stubborn belly fat, maybe those love handles, those juicy thighs. Dr. Janessa Iannitelli of Advanced Image Med Spa and Elite Wellness Center is here to help. You're going to tell us about a treatment that can zap all of that away, hopefully. And you claim it's high-def lipo. You say that's the secret weapon.
Absolutely. I love this technology. It's actually been around for a little while, but I still think it is by far the best for so many reasons. I love it, but it's vibration assisted lipo. Not all lipos are created equally, Susan. So you've got to be the technology. And this one has some amazing results.
Yeah, we've heard that term, lipo, but this is high def. So this is really magnifying what you are doing. Let's talk about the health benefits.
So that's part of what I love about this procedure is there are some amazing health benefits, especially when we're doing the abdominal area, but you can still get it from the weight loss effect if we do other areas. We're talking about, decreases in blood pressure, cholesterol, all those nasty cortisol that runs around in our system and does all sorts of things for illness. And that is going to help your overall health condition, could be for the rest of your life.
That's wonderful, because I'm sure when people come to you, they're on a lot of medications to kind of address some of those health concerns. Is there a weight restriction? Do you have to kind of fit into a certain body type to get this done?
So that's another beautiful thing about this particular type of liposuction. Some of the other ones do have body mass restrictions. This one does not. So as long as you're in relatively good health, then you can be a candidate with regardless of what the weight is. And we do lots of heavier clients and they do awesome.
Oh, so let's walk through the procedure itself. What are we asleep for the treatment? Is there any downtime?
So yeah, you're not asleep for the procedure and you don't need to be. I think people really think this is an operation. It is an in-office dermatologic procedure. So no IV, no general anesthesia. Of course, we give you some oral medication, little cocktail to relax you. You get nitrous, which is laughing gas if you need it, and then the local anesthetic. So that really cuts down on any of those risk factors that you would normally have from general or IV anesthesia, regardless of the procedure. So in-office procedure.
Yeah, I'm glad you keep stressing that, because a lot of people have some, trepidation about going into a surgery center right now. Let's talk also about those results. We've been seeing some before and afters during this segment. Can we do this on any area of the body?
Yeah, so pretty much from here down is fair game. I mean, there are a few areas that we can't get, but most of the areas on the body are definitely fair game. And, because it only has that 1 day downtime and you can go back technically to work the next day, it can be done. Although we generally, like a day or two off if you can. It's just great for every part, and it can really substitute for some big surgical procedures that people would have had to have in the past. But because of the technology, because of the additional skin tightening, because it doesn't damage the tissues, you're right back up and running.
Yes, all ladies work there at your office. That's pretty special.
Yeah, so it's nice for the ladies because obviously, sometimes women want to be around women, especially when they're naked or semi-naked, right? Or showing they're not particularly proud of. And of course, the guys don't mind it either.
Oh, of course not. Of course not. Well, here's something else they're not going to mind, Dr. I. That's a great special offer that you've brought this morning. For the first 10 callers, we'll get $1,000 off 2 areas of high-def lipo or $500 off 1 area. Advanced Image Med Spa and Elite Wellness Center, they are located at 7942 West Bell Road, Suite C2 in Glendale. Call 480-845-4121 or visit advancedimagemedSpa.com.
Here at Sonoran Living, we try to keep you up to date on the latest health trends. And one topic that tends to come up is the water we drink, cook, and bathe in. We all know there's things in our water that shouldn't be there. But today we are going to talk about what could be the most dangerous contaminant in our water. And we have asked independent water consultant Dirk Chamberlain to come in to discuss this with us and tell us how we can protect ourselves and our family. And Dirk, it's one of those things that we hear about it, but we often don't know what it is. What is the most dangerous thing?
Without question, Susan, it's the chlorine that they put in our water to kill the bacteria that can make us really, really sick if they didn't put it in. You know, I don't know if you know, but the EPA actually classifies chlorine as a pesticide, and they're putting it in our water because it's so toxic. The problem is, once it kills the bacteria in our water, it's done its job, and it should be taken out because it's been linked to a whole host of other horrible problems. I mean, it's responsible for the bad taste and smell, but it also dries out your skin and hair, clothes, and the laundry. So while it stopped one problem, it created a whole bunch of really more serious problems.
All right, so what do you tell those people, Dirk, who say, hey, wait a minute, I've been bathing and I've been cooking in chlorinated water for years, and I've had no problems.
Yeah, you know, and I hear it all the time. People are always saying, well, my father and grandfather bathed and drank water all their lives. They never had any problem. But did they have heart disease? Did they have a heart attack? Did they have high blood pressure? Do they have Alzheimer's? If you're a woman, did you get osteoporosis? Every single one of those has been linked to the chlorine in our tap water. And you know what? If you have an old-fashioned water softener or RO, and you think you're safe, you'd be wrong. Because what people don't know is we get 2/3 of our exposure to chlorine in the bath or the shower where we absorb it through our skin. Do you know we absorb chlorine 6 times faster through our skin than we would if we were drinking? Let me show you something. This is actually Phoenix tap water, and it's the same water. And these are the same pool test drops that you test for chlorine in your backyard swimming pool. I'll drop 5 drops in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if it turns yellow, and it is, that means there's chlorine in there. Now, I'm going to dip my fingers and swish them around in there to simulate taking a bath or a shower, just for a second or two. Same number of drops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And where'll the chlorine go?
Obviously, you absorbed it in your skin very quickly.
That's how much chlorine we absorb every time you take a shower. And I only dip my 2 fingers in there. Imagine having your whole body.
So what can our viewers do?
You know what? If you're concerned about what's in your water, and you should be, it's probably time, or you just don't like the taste, you're tired of buying bottled water, it's probably time you got a whole house water system that treats every drop of water coming into your house. And the best one I found is this one I brought along from H2O.
So what is the difference in this water filtration system?
Great question. You know, Susan, with this system, here's what you get. You'll never buy another case of bottled water because you'll get great tasting water at every faucet. There's no more showering in chlorine because it takes the chlorine contaminants out of every shower. It leaves the healthy minerals in, takes the bad stuff out. You'll never buy salt again because it doesn't use salt. There's no more scrubbing hard water deposits because their patent electronics actually breaks up hard water. It's maintenance free, and has a 10-year no-nonsense warranty. And you know what? It's the most tested and certified system on the market. So there's no reason.
And here's another reason why there's no reason. You have a special offer for our viewers this morning. Let's give it to you. Thank you so much, Dirk. H2O Concepts has a special offer. If you are one of the first 20 callers, you have to call during the show. Mention you saw Dirk today on Sonoran Living. You are going to receive a $500 discount, free standard installation. Financing also available to you to fit any budget OAC. H2O Concepts, you can call them at the number on your screen, 623-582-5222, or visit them online, h2oconcepts.com.
Considering a skin treatment, maybe you have sensitive skin, red skin, don't worry, it's all about the product. What if it came from a snail? What? This is Dr. J.D. McCoy from Contour Medical. This is blowing my mind, Dr. McCoy. This product is made from snails?
Yes, the snail serum. Who would have thought that kind of innovation would come from a snail? Well, let's change this a little bit more pretty.
Oh, a cute snail.
So the BioPel Tensage line is my go-to for post-treatment for really sensitive skin and redness, including rosacea.
Okay, let's take a look at a before and after here because it is mind-blowing.
Yes, the difference is just applying the Tensage immediately post-treatment versus not applying it to the other side. Look at the difference in the wound healing and recovery. I use this long-term in patients too, especially